June 21st, 1981. Yuma, Arizona. A man staggered into the emergency entrance of Sunvale Clinic, covered in bruises, blood, and dust. His lips were cracked, shirt torn, one shoe missing. When asked who he was, he answered, "I tried to sleep, but it wouldn't stop ringing." His name, George Lyman. Age, 42. Occupation, long-haul trucker. Company, Black Ridge Freight Co. He had disappeared 11 days earlier, according to company dispatch logs. His last known location was 18 miles west of Holbrook, near the edge of the Painted Desert, but George had driven off course and ended up at a location no one expected to hear about again: the Desert Rose Motel. George Lyman interview tape, July 1981, transcribed. George, voice shaking: "I was just looking for a place to crash. The GPS was out, I guess. I saw the sign, old, blinking neon. Vacancy. Thought I'd found a lucky break. I didn't even see another car in the lot. Room 7. The manager didn't talk much. Slid the key under a glass pane. But the phone, it rang the second I put the key in the door. George." I answered, "I shouldn't have. It was like someone breathing, but not through lungs, like steam escaping a pipe." Then a voice said something like, "Wrong room. Lucky one." I dropped the receiver. It bounced but didn't stop ringing. I unplugged the cord, still rang. Then the floor got wet, but there was no leak, just water seeping up. And then, under the mattress, I heard crawling. George was found with multiple lacerations on his arms and a severe concussion. He was released 2 weeks later, against medical advice. The Desert Rose. Police drove out to verify the location. They found nothing. No structure, no remains, just cracked pavement and a row of rotary phone receivers lying in the sand, 10 of them, arranged in a perfect line. This was only the beginning. What George triggered awakened something, because that night, for the first time in 2 years, Room 6 rang again. After George Lyman was stabilized at Sunvale Clinic, psychiatric staff noted unusual behavior, refusing to sleep unless the lights were on, tearing pillowcases into strips to block air vents, repeating one phrase, "There's something under the linoleum." A nurse named Carla Rosman recorded her observations. "He does not speak unless spoken to. He sketches obsessively, mostly rooms, doorways, phones. In all of his drawings, there is a black area under the bed. Always the bed. Always the same proportions. George produced. Drawings in the span of 4 days, each labeled Room 7, Desert Rose, each with the same detail, a dark outline beneath the floor with an open eye. But the strangest discovery came in the form of a palm voicemail. In 2022, over 40 years after the Desert Rose incident, a voicemail was received on the archived emergency line of Sunvale Clinic. The number was untraceable, time-stamped exactly 3:01 a.m. Here is the transcript. My name is George Lyman. Don't let them dig. Don't let them open room 6. It was never sealed, just quiet. They crawl in when no one listens. That's why it rings. Don't pick up. Don't pick up. Don't. Technicians confirmed that the voice print matched the original 1981 medical intake recordings. But George Lyman died in 2007. His ashes were scattered in Montana. No known relatives, and no devices connected to his name, license, or ID existed past 2006. So, who left the voicemail? And why did the clinic staff report a missing chart just days after receiving it? The full psychiatric file of George. Gone. Only the drawings remain, and one post-it note attached to the back of sketch number 17. Room 6 sees who's next. If you dig through public phone logs, there are some numbers that never lead anywhere. Numbers that were never assigned, never sold, and never meant to be traced. Yet they show up, randomly, across decades. Calls placed from Room 6, Desert Rose, appear in over 19 states, from 1979 to 2022. Different area codes, different time zones, always at 3:01 a.m. Case 1, July 4th, 1997, Eugene, Oregon. A nurse named Angela Grigg received a call on her landline. She didn't answer, but the voicemail recorded it. A voice, her father's, but he had died in 1992. Angela's voicemail transcript. It's okay, kiddo. I'm almost checked in. The phone is loud here. Real loud. The floor's cold. Tell Mom the wires hum now. Angela quit her job 2 weeks later. She was last seen burning dozens of rotary phones in her backyard. Case 2, November 3rd, 2004, Billings, Montana. A college student, Theo Nash, live-streamed a prank. He claimed his old radio scanner picked up ghost signals. At 3:01 a.m., his viewers heard it. Room 6, still ringing. Don't answer unless it's your turn. We're beneath now. They knocked twice. Theo was never seen again. The only thing police found was his laptop, its screen burned in. Image. A motel door. Number barely visible. 6. Case 3, February 14th, 2022, Phoenix, AZ. The Phoenix Historical Society was digitizing tapes from abandoned roadside attractions, one labeled Desert Rose Motel, guest recordings. The audio, broken, mostly static, until 3:01 a.m. on tape, timestamp, tape log, recording, faint voice, female. Who took the receiver first? He's not done dialing. If you hang up, you hear them crawl. The pattern is clear, but the logic is not. Each message refers to another. Each victim mentions a phone they never owned. And at the center of the spiral, room 6. Someone picked it up first. Someone made the first connection, and that person may still be alive or dialing. In 2023, a demolition crew unearthed a metal lockbox buried beneath what used to be the front desk area of Desert Rose. Inside, a warped leather-bound notebook, dry, untouched by time. The first 3 pages were water-stained and illegible, but the rest, clear, intact, and written in the same hand. The handwriting analysis matched that of Margaret Vale, the motel's last receptionist on duty in June 1979. She was never found, presumed one of the 19 who vanished. Yet, this notebook was filled with entries dated after 1979, all the way up to 2019. Notebook entry, July 12, 1986. He asked for room 4, but the phone redirected him to room 6. I couldn't stop it. He picked up. Now he hums, always hums. Notebook entry, March 3rd, 1995. New girl. Didn't knock. Walked right in. The bed was full of phones. No linens. She stayed. Now she's writing too, but in a different book. Notebook entry, August 20th, 2004. They keep arriving. Not all stay. Some try to leave. Phones follow. Tried unplugging line. Didn't help. Static leaks through paper now. Notebook entry, June 21st, 2019. 40 years, still ringing, still waiting. Someone will answer soon. He's almost dialed the final number. I've heard it. The scream before the voice. I'll be gone before the next check-in. Signed at the bottom. Margaret, still on shift. Forensic experts ruled the ink as modern, no signs of decay. The paper, impossible to date. Every test came back inconclusive. As for the location of room 6, only a small iron plate remains, with one word scratched into it: staff. And on the back of the notebook, a single phrase etched with a nail: we check out when the ringing stops. The Desert Rose Motel had only one physical logbook ever found. It was recovered in 1992 from a junk pile outside an abandoned storage unit in Santa Fe. The cover was torn, the pages faded, but one thing stood out: the final entry on the last page, written in pen, shaky, rushed, as if scribbled while standing. Checked in, June 21st, 2026, 3:01 a.m. The year hadn't arrived yet. At least not then, but now it has. The signature next to that entry matched a real name. Public databases confirmed the existence of this person. Born 1998, lives in Nevada, works in audio editing. But here's the twist. The same name appears in the view log of this very video. Yes. You. You paused. You skipped. You watched. Which means you've been heard. And somewhere, someone is dialing. If you hear your phone ring at 3:01 a.m. tonight, don't answer unless you want to check in. Because now Los, Room 6 knows your name. Thanks for watching EERIS. This was our deepest dive yet into the unknown and the unknowable. If this story echoed something inside you, hit subscribe. We whisper the things you're not supposed to hear, and next time, it might be your turn. New stories every day, midnight PST. Faceless, relentless, waiting.